Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to change the charcoal canister on your FJ80 Land Cruiser. FJ80 meaning the 91 to 92s equipped with the 3FE engine. Let's take a look. You need to change your charcoal canister when you run into issues like this. You hear all that pressure build up? That pressure is supposed to be venting through the charcoal canister. All right, so before we start unbolting everything and start taking things out, let's make sure that we check how the original one is mounted. Here's the original charcoal canister. Excuse the mess in here, this thing is all muddy. So let's double check. We have the line here that goes to the tank. So we just have to pop that one out. So this one here is to the tank, and this one here is the, it purges out the extra fumes. And there is a hose on the very bottom of the canister, which I don't think I'll be able to get from this view. It's a breathing hose. What I can see right here, there are two bolts there that clamp it down. If you can see that. One right here, and then the second one down there. This is, oh, the stool just slipped on me. For short guys like me, it makes it difficult to get to. All right, let's start seeing what we can do here. So this is the new charcoal canister that we're going to be using. It is from a 96 Pontiac Grand Am or Grand Prix, one of those. But you want to order the canister from a V6 3.1 Grand Am or Grand Prix. The part number is VC120. So it's pretty much the same as the OEM one, except it's a little wider in diameter. So you're going to need a longer bolt, or you can use a zip tie to clamp the to tie down the clamps that this mounts to. As you can see, no longer has the original breathing hose that the OEM one has. This cutout right here is pretty much where the canister is going to be breathing from now. All right, so I mean it looks pretty straightforward. So what we're going to do, we're going to start at the bottom first, under the car, and see if there's anything that we need to remove down there first, or maybe if it's actually easier to access, because from up top the canister itself is buried down there. So I have some trouble reaching it, so if I can actually start from the bottom, we'll give that a shot. But let's give it a shot, guys. All right, so from down here it's a little bit easier to access the bolt right there, if you can see it. And then the second one, or the one that's higher up, is right there. They look to be 8mm bolts. So we'll get the one down here started. And then there's the breathing hose. So coming from the bottom, there is access to get to that bottom bracket, that bracket right there, to undo that 10mm bolt. But I think the design on this differs from the one on the FZJ80, because you know, on the FZJ80s, the canister is actually on that side. Mount it differently. They mount it using, I'll get it from this side, but using these brackets right here that hold the clamps. So it looks to me it's actually easier to just undo the brackets that are holding the clamps, remove the clamps with the canister, and undo it, you know, once you have it off of the car. All right, guys, so I got the bolts off that hold that bracket that holds the clamps and that holds the canister. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Right there, let me get on my stool. All right, so those bolts that I were just showing you, they're gone. And check this out, this is how it it sits like that with those clamps. So now it's free. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right. There's a side-by-side comparison. It is slightly larger. So I'm thinking this would be the orientation of it. So I'm thinking the hoses, I'm hoping the hoses will stretch, because actually looking down there, it didn't look like there was much room or much play. It's pretty much undone. This one needs some work. This one's pretty much undone. I just need to completely take this part out, but this is the problem I was having. It was spinning down there, and it's so hard to try to grab one side while undoing the other side. All right, let's see if I can get this done. So let's test fit this baby. Oh wow, the ties themselves get in the way. So you drop the top. Oh, the whole tank fell in the grooves. Okay, so you drop the screws in, or the bracket in. So here's the bracket. It drops into this slot right here, like that. And then this one should do the same, but because the clamps can't completely come down onto the canister, the angle of which the bracket is at is off. Quite frankly, this looks like this is the best it's gonna get. Maybe I can get the bottom one, back left one in, and the bottom left one in, and the top right one in. I mean, show of hands, tell me if this seems secure enough, because honestly, that seems like that's the best it's gonna get. I mean, that thing is, there's no way around it. I guess on the FJ80s, since you're not dealing with this bracket, you don't have to deal with, with the angle of which the clamp sits. But on this you do. So let's just see if the hoses have enough room. So this is to the tank. And I can tell you now that this is bigger than the hose. Maybe it'll shove in. Ow. And it will. Goes in the purged hose. Let's just do it, guys. Let's see what happens. I mean, tell me now, am I gonna blow up? Honestly, I think this is the way to do it. you guys have any better suggestions, or maybe a different part. But man, for 39 bucks, I'm sorry, 49 bucks, free next day shipping from AutoZone. I mean, if the actual part itself works and the mounting it is the problem, I think we can work with mounting, right? And maybe I'll throw some different clamps on this right here. All right, so I got it all buttoned down. Put some new clamps on there. Got to replace this hose when I can. But I mean, that won't be a problem. Just bring it in whenever I can. But yeah, but check it out. There's only 2 bolts holding the bracket, and that's solid. And again, I am probably just ghetto rigging it. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this fixes anything. I drove for about 100 miles. Yep. That's it. I mean, yeah, I can update you guys, but so far that seems okay. That's after 100 miles. Or just to try again, took it uphill, got some elevation in. Let's see. Yep. No fuel spray or pressure buildup. Let's check if this thing was being tossed around with just the 2 mounts. Yep, still solid. I mean, not too high up, but from my experience, whenever I come up here, I usually get that pressure buildup in the tank already, so I think we're good. All right, guys, so now you saw how I changed the charcoal canister on a FJ80. Mine is actually a 91 with a 3FE engine. So that's it. I mean, tell me if you guys think anything might go wrong with the way it mounted up, but I mean, it looks to me that's the only way I can get it to work using that particular part. So anyways, we have our celebratory beer, Kona Longboard. Kona, because I hate dark beer. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.